Good evening. Happy Friday. Let's do some sit-ups today. All right. All right. Okay. Happy Friday. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's 50 reps. Right side 20, left side 20, and then with my tailbone 10 times. So that's good. Okay. Now, time for martial arts. We do martial arts very slow exercise nowadays, right? Yeah. Let's do the second joint. Or maybe wrist, right? Yeah. Oh, 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 mm, mm, oh. Knee. Oh, that should be good, right? Okay. Yeah, let's take 5 minutes, please. Okay, happy Friday. Water. All right. Happy Friday. Yeah, very good Friday today. So, sorry about my hair. Yeah, it's doesn't look very good, but I'm sorry. I bad hair there. Anyway, so I apologize for complaining about the online trolls. Okay, I used to be one. All right, so I repent ever trolling in the online, like social media. Back in the days, even online dating sites. Yeah, I apologize. I repent. Won't happen again. And people who trolled me, I forgive them. Forget about it. I pray for them so that they become better people. In Jesus' name. Okay. So let's move on. So, yeah, yeah, trolling. Yeah, horrible. Bad kind of copium transfer, right? It's kind of like bullyism a little bit, right? Yeah. So, anyways, happy Friday. And probably we'll just spend some time with economics a little bit. Um, Mathematics for economics. Okay. Yeah, let's grab a whiteboard, I guess. Ah, yeah. We do this guy. Okay. So the difference between good intellectual debate, like on social media, and trolling is that trolling is like ad hominem, like personal attack, right? Like insult. Those are the trolling, right? But when it comes to intellectual debate, yeah, those are good. Okay, whether it's about politics or whatever, intellectual debate is it can be very educational and intellectually stimulating. Yeah, but when we're talking about the trolling, just personal attack, it has no use. Okay, so it's just narrative, and that's why I left social media. There was too many of those going on. So, uh, yeah. Anyway, not my friends though. My friends they're cool. Okay, but my friends, whoa, people I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so I just left it. All right, social media. Anyways, yeah, but hopefully they become better people. Okay, so and the left and the right. Yeah, I was a little bit drunk yesterday, so hopefully they don't kill each other. Okay, hopefully they can just live together. Learn to tolerate. Okay, so hopefully. In Jesus' name, okay, so we can only pray, right? Yeah. Okay, so uh, it's this. When Professor Alfred Marshall came up with supply and demand curve in the early 1900s, um, he was not mathematically worse. All right, he just it was too intuitive approach. Okay? He just defined supply go curve go like that because it, your price and your quantity, right? He made a good start, picked the right variable. So we are intellectual descendant of Professor Alfred Marshall. He got hits and misses, and he, we are correcting his model, but he got a good start. Yeah, price on the x axis and quantity on the y axis, very good, very good. Yeah, that was a very good start. Yeah, good contribution. I don't know whether he was the first one to do that or not, but whatever. And so yeah, supply curve, according to him, it is supply curve because if price is up, well, one way to interpret supply curve is if there's a lot of prices going up, it means this particular product is very popular item in the market. So there'll be more and more suppliers joining in. So there'll be market competition. Okay. So there'll be a lot of supply, quantity, or production if this item is very popular because there will be more and more sellers, market participants, like if somebody's patent, yeah, they will get royalty from the patent holder and start producing those popular items, products, and imitators and competitors. And of course, they will have to pay royalty to the patent holder, right? But yeah, so it's not too bad, right? Yeah. And demand curve it goes like this. Why? Because if price is high, then it will not be popular anymore. So here is your equilibrium price and your equilibrium quantity, right? That's his explanation. Okay, which isn't too bad. It's been there for 100 years everywhere in the world. Okay, economics textbook in high school, college, anywhere. And I did learn this when I was in high school in South Korea, and once again when I was in Madison, Wisconsin University undergrad. Okay, yeah, it's not too bad, but it's too intuition based. It's not mathematically rigorous. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up with different model which is similar to the demand curve, but not supply curve. Why? In our model, transactional demand theory, there's no such a thing as separate supply curve. Demand curve and supply curve is one of the same. There's only one curve. Then what's the equilibrium point of production and price? Is the profit maximization point in the demand curve. And demand and supply curve, they are one of the same. They are not independent variables, like Professor Alfred Marshall. Okay? So we are correcting where he erred. Okay? Give me 1 second. Okay. So we start by distinguishing transactional demand and volitional demand. Huh? What is volitional demand? Let's say there is iPhone. Let's say everybody wants iPhone, but not everybody can purchase it. Why? Because it's expensive. As for me, I do not want iPhone. I like Droid, Motorola. Uh, hopefully they continue to produce it, but I got the very last model from the phone shop like last year. All right, after I fell to the glacial pool and my previous older Motorola Moto E, it got soaked in water and it stopped functioning. Okay, it was working fine at first, but later on, yeah, the water it corroded this metallic components like circuitry, short circuited. All right, so then it stopped functioning. So I had to change my phone to the newest model of Motorola. They were like, at a very back corner of the phone store. Okay, so well, I don't know what phone I will be buying next. Okay, uh, because looks like their Motorola is kind of shrinking. Okay, well, Samsung Galaxy or iPhone, Apple, I don't want them. All right, Samsung is Korean company, right? Yeah, well, congratulations. Okay, but it's just Samsung is just not my cup of tea. Okay, though I'm Korean American, right? Why? I want something like uniquely American. Okay, um, iPhone that's too like exclusive. That's like Macintosh is like closed, clandestine. Okay, it's not like compatible with a PC, for example. PC is for everybody, right? You have Dell, Gateway, Compaq, IBM, Microsoft. There's PC, right? But Macintosh is just one company, Macintosh. Okay, I don't like that. They got exclusivity, all right? And it's very expensive. So yeah. No, I'm not buying iPhone. Okay, if Motorola stop producing cell phones and somehow this cell phone I have stop functioning, most likely I'll have to buy Hyundai or I mean Samsung Galaxy, Samsung or some other whatever. Okay, but I'm not gonna buy iPhone. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, volitional demand. Okay, there's this product. How many people want to buy this product, whether they can afford or not? All right, that's more like ideal demand, volitional demand, ideal. But transactional demand is how many people end up purchasing that product. People with money, people who can afford iPhone, for example, or people with enough disposable income. Huh? That's the transactional demand, the demand that actually happens that ends up to with the transaction purchase. That's transactional demand. Okay, so that's like real demand. Okay, real versus ideal, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's say flat Earth hypothesis is our beginning point. Okay. Let's say so. This is money. Okay. This is like number. Okay. Let's say the number of people. Let's say one. Okay, one person. Flat Earth hypothesis. Okay. Okay. There's one person um with $1, one person with $2, one person, okay, the quantity or product or people, okay, purchaser. Price, okay, or money this person has, disposable income, okay? It could be price or it could be money that this person has in his pocket, okay? So, but it's same unit, so we just put in the same axis, okay? So, $1, I don't know why they put a dollar before one, okay? Because we have to read it backwards, right? $1. I don't know why. $2, $3, right? And this is just one person each. How many people have $1? $1, one person. How many people have $2? One person. How many people have $3? One person. Okay. I mean, in reality, it will look more like Gaussian curve. Most people have middle income. Very poor people, very few, and very rich people, very few. Even like bell curve, right? We'll think about that later. Alright, so this is a flat Earth hypothesis is beginning stage, easiest model. Okay. Now, then what would the transactional demand curve would look like? Alright. What I'm saying is, if this iPhone is $3, how many people can purchase that iPhone? If iPhone is $2, how many people can purchase that iPhone? If iPhone is $1, how many people can purchase that? Okay, yeah, that's the transaction demand curve. Okay, uh, if you want to, yeah, go ahead and draw this transaction demand curve on this graph if you want to. Okay, otherwise we'll do it together in 5 minutes. All right, thank you. Okay, take it from there in 5 minutes. Okay, so before we do transactional demand curve, let's do something easier. volitional demand curve. Volitional demand curve. All right. It's simple. There are only three people, right? No matter what the price is, no matter what the price is, they will all want this cell phone, iPhone. Okay. It's just that it's matter of affordability. Some people can afford it, some people cannot. But they all want it, no matter what the price is. Like everybody wants diamond or gold, right? So to speak. So that's Q-axis with unit number, okay? Yeah, so volitional demand curve, it looks like it's a flat line, straight line, horizontal line, like this, okay? So this is volitional demand curve, okay? Right? It does volitional demand does not depend on price. If people want it, they want it. Some people can have it, people cannot have it. He said, well, there's some novel like to have not or not have, to have and to have not, something like that. I read the title somewhere. Okay, to have and to have not. Was it Albert Camus or Jean Paul Sartre? I don't know. I don't know. Hemingway maybe. I don't know. So that's the volitional demand curve. Now, transactional demand curve. If it's $3, only one person can have it, right? Use this different color. We use brown. If it's $2, two people can buy it. People with $2, a person with $2, and person who has $3. So two people can buy it. If price is $2, if price is $1, all three can buy it. Okay. So the curve look like this. Okay. So this is transactional demand curve. Okay. I mean, if there is a person with no dollar, no money whatsoever, no disposable income, and people who make ends meet barely, like people like me, paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth, and this person make it even, right? But has no disposable income, so he buys the cheapest phone there is. Okay, and me, for example, I'm not sure Motorola was the cheapest, but yeah, it's still smartphone, but perhaps the cheapest. Okay. Yeah, but I love Motorola. Okay, great phone. Yes, American phone. Okay, I'm a huge fan. Then yeah, if it's a person with no money, if this iPhone is free, yeah, this person get it too. So there will be four people total. Okay, that's the transaction demand curve. Now the good important point is this: transaction demand curve is an integration of uh, this demographics curve. We forgot to label this. Okay, this curve, flat line, is the demographics curve. Demographic curve. Okay, this was the integration of this. Kinda. Well, exactly. But you have to define the range. Okay, so it's like this. So transactional demand curve is integral from x to infinity, uh, demographics curve, uh, DP, something like that. Okay, something like that. Now let's demographics curve right here is one, right? So this is equal to integral x to infinity, uh, like one dp is equal to p infinity to x, which is equal to p infinity minus p x. Uh, yeah, we gotta work this out. Okay, so uh, yeah, yeah. I need to figure. We need to figure out the details. Okay, but we got the concept down, right? Yeah. Just review. We did this like year or 2 years ago, long ago. Okay, probably 2 years ago, right? But we need to iron out the details, though, right? Yeah, yeah. That's why I didn't start writing yet. Okay, because we need to iron out the details. Yeah, not as easy as I thought. Mm. Hmm. I hoped I would be able to start writing economics paper this weekend, but I may not be able to because looks like we need some details to figure out. and looks like it's gonna take some time. So, but that's fine. A little bit of disappointment because I'm kind of eager to start writing, but there's some unexpected delay, but that's fine. By the way, the copy of biology paper, I tried to publish it, and some publisher got back to me, right? Some peer reviewed. Yeah, I think they are kind of quasi, a little bit suspicious. They advertise like their paper is being viewed online 2 million times and downloaded 10 million times. I think they may be lying, okay? Because I kind of sense their attitude is that they're just trying to make money off of me and off of authors who are eager to publish their articles, okay? Because the price was way too high for author to charge $700 per paper. And they said my paper is too long, so I have to divide it into three chunks. So 700 times three, $2,100. I think they're trying to make money. Okay, so this is peer-reviewed journal, but maybe they're in their payroll too. Okay, so yeah, it's interesting business model, but I think they are mostly based on profit make seeking and overcharging the authors. All of it is shady. Okay, so I'm glad that I decided not to go with them. Okay, because I think they say the journal is being viewed 2 million times and being downloaded and viewed like 10 million times and downloaded 2 million times. That sound very, very unrealistic to me. Okay, I think they might be lying on those figures. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't go with them. All right, shady. We take 5 minutes break, okay? And we grab another whiteboard and figure the thing out. All right, so and yeah, we'll probably step back a little. Okay, so this is not complete yet. Okay, so we'll keep working on it. All right, we'll take 5 minutes, please. Okay, but yeah, if you want to take a look and yeah, if I'm erring somewhere, yeah, please point it out. Okay, yeah, if you want to. Okay, we gotta get back to the basic. Okay, uh, I need to because I'm kind of fumbling around a little bit. Uh, 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 but we are not too far away from getting this. We get it soon. Hopefully, I can start writing like tomorrow. Uh, after this, we'll talk about some history. Okay, Western history. Yeah. You want to take a break from mathematics? Yeah. How about Grimm's fairy tale, Hansel and Gretel? Okay, it's such a charming story. Uh, so yeah, let's take a break. Okay, now. So uh, I was reading about Great Famine in like 1310, right? Great Famine. What happened there was in Europe. This is based on kind of true story. Okay, so during the famine, some parents abandoned their children because there was just not enough food to feed the children. Okay, and so Grimm's fairy tale, which is written in 1800s, only 1800s by Grimm brothers. Um, so these parents abandoned their children in the forest, and in the forest, uh, they'll keep coming back to the house by dropping pebbles. And later on, they start to break this breadcrumb. Is that? I think that's slowly moving in the wall. I think that's like baby spider. Well, I'm sorry, but I have to dispose of that. Okay, so I don't allow any insects in my house. So what is this? I don't think it's a spider. It's like some kind of bug. No idea what that is. But no, it's not bed bug. It's some kind of bug. Anyway, so one day they took a piece of bread and dropped piece by piece when their parents were taking them to forest to abandon them. So when parents went back to their house, they wanted to follow the breadcrumb, but birds came and ate them all. So they were lost. Yeah, Hansel and Gretel, brother and sister. Okay, children were like 5, 7 years old each. Older brother, younger sister. Okay, so they got lost in the forest and they found a witch's house, which is edible house. Okay, so they started eating this house when witch was gone, starting from the rooftop. Okay, so charming story. And the witch came and then put them in the cage and start to feed this boy. And the witch enslaved this girl and start to feed this boy so that she can eat him. Cannibalism, right? They say cannibalism did happen during the Great Famine, 1310, early 1300s. Okay, it's kind of based on true story. Okay, so yeah, in Germany. Okay, or in Europe in general. But they managed to escape. How this witch was instructing the girl to put some fire in the oven. Okay, back in the day, it's just wooden fire, piece of wood, right? And she smiled, so she pretended she didn't understand the instructions. So, which was demonstrating how to make fire in the oven, and then the girl pushed the witch inside the oven and closed it, and then start the fire, and then released her brother, and they ran away with some treasures in the witch's house. So they went back home. Now with the treasure, yeah, their parents and these children can buy food. So they lived happily ever after. Such a charming story, right? Yeah. A little bit grim, okay, because it has this cannibalism, homicide, very self-defense, but still child abandonment, and a little bit grim, okay. Grimm's fairy tale is quite grim, okay, so yeah, some well, pun intended, alright, okay, so that's that. Alright, let's step back, okay, let's just call it plan by my X and Y, okay? Okay, so this is Y is equal to minus X plus 4. Okay? Now, let's say this point is X0, okay? And from here and on, it's flatlining, okay? So, now, uh, we want to find this area. Okay? So this area A is equal to integral from x0 to 4 minus x. I'm sorry, what am I doing? Hey. Let's say this is 4, okay? And then divide by 2. This is 2. This is 3. This is 1, okay? Now, flat line up there, and then flat line down here, okay? Y is equal to 1, okay? So, we are trying to find this area. X0, between x0 and 4, okay? So 1 dx, which is x bar x0 4, which is equal to 4 minus x0, okay? Yeah. Whew. Which is, will look like this. Pretend this is y, okay? And pretend this x0 is actually x, okay? So 4 minus x, okay? So it will look like this. Huh? This is y is equal to, well, minus x plus 4. Okay? Yeah. We pick 3. I'm sorry. Let's be constant with our previous example, okay? So we want to be as simple as possible, alright? So, no. 4 is better. 3 is way too small, okay? Well, we'll pick 5 then, okay? Eh? Uh. Yeah. Yeah, you integrate 1, it becomes x, right? This is plain vanilla integration, right? Very simple to those who took calculus, but still I'm fumbling. It's been a long time, okay? Something that that's strange is this. When price is 5, one person can buy it, okay? But according to this integrated equation, when price is 5, it becomes 0 people. That does not look right. We are off by 1. When price is zero, yeah, five people can buy it. That one works, but not when price is five. Why is that? Ah. Well, we can modify the model just a little bit, tweak it a little bit to fit into this narrative. Uh, let's say $5 is the very first point when nobody can buy this. Okay, the richest person, wealthiest person, have $4. Okay, all right. Hmm, strange. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. They will like this. Okay, just bear with me. All right. It's composite graph. All right. Hmm. Then this point will be. It's not drawn to scale. Okay, so I'm kind of being sloppy about it. Well, this will be 4. 4 plus 1 equals 5. Okay, so 0 plus 5, and you have 2, 1, 3. No, again, not drawn to scale. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm so sloppy. But hey, it's pro bono. We're doing this for free, alright? So very ghetto, yeah. But we have content, alright? We have substance. We don't have pretty form, but we have the real stuff. Okay, so substance over form. Okay, so it's some legal maxim in tax law. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So the wealthiest person, richest person, had $4, and this person can buy. This one and only person can buy cell phone when it's $4 each. Okay. If this cell phone's price $3, then there are two people can buy it. Person with $3 in his pocket and person with $4 in the pocket. When cell phone is $2, then three people can buy it. Person with $2, $3, and $4. When price is cell phone price is $1, then there are four people who can buy it. Person with $1 disposable income, $2, $3, $4. Okay. When cell phone is free, five people can buy it. Person with no disposable income and $1, $2, $3, $4 in pocket autos. So there are five people. Okay. When it's free, all five people can buy it. Makes sense, right? Let me take a picture of it. Well, we take 5 minutes and I grab my cell phone and take a picture of this. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't have any social media anymore. Well, I have Instagram still. Okay, but so what? Yeah, I put it in the cloud somewhere. Okay, to mark the moment. I mean, Facebook. That I'm sure there's silent majority people who are very nice people. Okay, but they were good enough people who are rude. That's why I left. Okay, but yeah, I'm sure majority of silent majority there are good people, both in Democratic Party, Republican Party. Okay, I appreciate them. Okay, uh, I apologize for quitting the social media like Facebook, but I have to protect myself. Okay, so they don't need me. They don't need me. Okay, my friends, yeah, they have some other means to communicate with me, so no problem. But God bless them. Okay, they're fantastic. They're kind of generous to be befriend me in Facebook, right? God bless them. They're cool. Well, it's kind of discrete mathematics a little bit because we are dealing with number of people. You cannot have 1.5 people, for example. Okay, uh, so it's kind of discrete mathematics a little bit, but we put x zero right here between one and two. Okay, so now you have this guy with $2, guy with $3, and guy with $4, and there's no guy with $5. Okay, but we need this to complete this integral. Why? Because it's discrete. It's not continuous. It's continuous model because it's easier for us to differentiate and integrate. Okay, but we need this one more fictional person who does not exist. Okay, the guy with $5, that person does not exist. But in order to integrate it, if we should assume the existence. Okay, and then we count out this fictional character. Okay, so if x zero is two, then two to five, yeah, five minus two, three. The guy with $2, $3, $4. Okay, so yeah, yeah, it's not exactly mathematically rigorous still, but that's fine. It's still improvement from Professor Alfred Marshall's model. All right, so yeah, let future generation take care of those details. Okay, let them make even more mathematically rigorous. Let them. Okay, we do our part just to make the next step after Professor Alfred Marshall. Right? One step at a time. Okay? And we got it. Yeah. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? And then we'll think about this just a little bit more. Okay. Okay. All right. But I think we got it. Okay. Okay, so the concept, the idea is this. All right, dx, that's the delta x infinitesimally, right? Is a unit change in the price. Okay, if price jump from $2 to $3, there's $1 difference. Price increase, right? Then you lose one person in this flat Earth hypothesis, where there's only one person who make $1, only one person who make $0, one person who make $2, one person who make $3, one person who make $4, and zero person who make $5. Okay, this flat demographic model. Why? Because that's easier for us. That's a good starting point. We gotta start somewhere, right? So that's the easiest model. Later on, we introduce pseudo Gaussian curve, which is like differentiation of sigmoid function. There will be flipped sigmoid function. It will not be S curve like logistic function. It will be Z curve. It will be flipped, and there will be our eventual transaction demand curve model. Okay, but for now, this is good enough. Okay, and this is Z curve. Okay, so okay. But we'll smooth out the edge. It'll be curvy on those edge. Why? Because it's easier to differentiate and to integrate. Okay. So yeah, we use E, natural Euler's number, like 2.73, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Transcendental number. Because it's easier to differentiate. Okay. That's all. Because the point is pointy, it's not differentiable. Okay, so for the ease of calculation, differentiation, integration, that's why we use Zygmunt function. Okay, in order to use the power, very good tool of calculus, Newtonian calculus, Leibnizian calculus. Okay, so did Leibniz learn from Newton? I suspect he did. Okay, because he was an amateur mathematician. As a profession, he was a lawyer. Mr. Leipzig, I guess he's German, but he just like Euler, he lived in Russia, Soviet Union. Okay, why? Because they got jobs there. Okay, so kind of expatriate. Huh? Euler, was it like Switzerland person? I don't know, but I guess their name is like German, right? Whatever. So we got it. Okay. Yeah. Just add up these sticks, right? And we can flip this, right? Put y here, quantity as an x-axis, and put price as a y-axis. But it does not matter. Okay, what we are calculating is this area of this. Right now is the rectangle. Okay, yeah, we are adding up how many people there are. Okay, it is discrete in reality because there cannot be 1.5 person. Okay, but people, there are a lot of people. How many? Like billions of people, 10 billion people on Earth, right? So it start to look like continuous. So it's a, although it's discrete, we can approximate that discreteness with continuous functions, so that we can differentiate and integrate more easily. Okay, so that's the idea. All right, I think we got it. Okay, am I ready to write tomorrow? I think so. Okay, yeah, very good. Yeah. I mean, to write up to this point, it will take like at least 5 pages. So I'm ready to write. Okay. After this, yeah, we introduce this sigmoid function. okay, will flip side of that mirror reflection along the y-axis, something like that. Okay, that part will come later, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. All right, after I write like some 5 pages. Okay, so then yeah, step by step, right? We discuss this here, and then we start to write. We write. We discuss. Come back here, discuss it, sketch it, blueprint, and then we write next day. Okay, one thing at a time. But you get the scoop. Okay, it's the first time in the world. Yeah, you Google YouTube publication. Okay, so that's like first time. Okay, but we talked about this like 2, 3 years ago. Right? Yeah, it's not new to us. All right. Yeah. If this is not published like 2, 3 years ago, it's because it was buried in 200 lost episodes. Why? My mouth was too dirty, so I decided not to upload 200 episodes. Okay, so but it's in my external hard drive. Okay, nothing was lost, but it was just not published for the right reason. Okay, I my mouth was dirty. I would like use some bad words, and Google to get they advised me you should stop using those bad words, and I agree. Okay, so they corrected me. The 200 episodes, yeah, I decided not to upload, but no problem. Yeah, we kind of repeat ourselves, right? So yeah, those things I talked about in 200 lost episodes, I probably most likely 99% talked about it again in later episodes. More nicer way. Okay, no problem. Okay. So yeah, we'll just use Y and X, okay? Because if we start using this P and Q, it start to be really confusing. All right, so we just pre-and use X and Y. Okay, yeah, let's say X is the price, Y is the quantity. Okay, the number of people. All right, when this price of this cell phone is $1.5, then people who have $1 they cannot buy it. Right? But people who have $2 and more, yeah, they can purchase it. Let's say there are no cents, no pennies, quarters, nickels. Let's say currency is only dollar, $1, $2, $3. Okay, yeah, we have to simplify. Okay, otherwise we're not going to get anywhere. In mathematics or any modeling, scientific modeling, economic modeling, yeah, we have to simplify. Okay, so are we assuming anything here? Because there's some common criticism in economic models. Okay, they make unrealistic assumptions to make this model making a lot easier job. Yeah, that's valid criticism, but here we are not making any assumption whatsoever. Okay, if we are making assumptions, that's very realistic assumptions. Okay, I mean not in this flat Earth hypothesis, but we'll do demographics later. Okay, so hey. Let me turn off that heater. It's getting hot. So y dx, okay, this is y is equal to 1, okay. This curve, this line is y is equal to 1, okay. That's the demographics, economic demographics, all right. Yeah. People with $1, $0, $3, yeah, they were only all those spots. They're only one person each. Okay, flat Earth hypothesis. Okay, yeah. Then, as we increase the price, there will be less and less people who can afford it. Although everybody wants this product. Okay, if we decrease the price, then more and more people can purchase it. Do they all want it? If price is decreasing, more people can afford it. So more transaction happens. Purchase, sales. Okay? So this is a transaction demand curve, which is integration of demographics curve. Economic demographic curve. Okay. You integrate that, that's the demand curve. Transaction demand curve. We got it. Cheers. Coconut vodka. Yeah, it's revolutionary, but bloodless revolution. Okay. Whether people accept this or not, we'll leave it up to the people. They are the God. Okay. You are the God. Okay. People are the gods. So bloodless revolution. Okay. Yeah. We're kind of turning upside down in economics, economic revolution, not just economics, psychology. Okay. Yeah. Humanology. Trying to replace psychology. There's humanological revolution, but bloodless revolution. We're not in a hurry. All right. How about physics? Yeah. We replaced Einsteinian relativism. Okay, we overthrow it. Whether people accept it or not, it's up to them. Let them have freedom, liberty, rights. It's their right, their freedom. We're not going to force it with some violence. No, it will be bloodless revolution. What if all this die with me? I'm okay with that too. Why? Because we don't want any violence. We want to protect and preserve people's freedom. All right. So we are like, take it or leave it. We did our job. If these theories in psychology, economics, physics, if they are worthwhile, or metaphysics, philosophy, if they are worthwhile, they will survive. We leave it to God. Just like King David, well, Shepherd David said, yeah, war belongs to God. War does not belong to me. It belongs to God, okay? Let God fight. Yeah. Somewhere in some book of Psalms, yeah, he said that, okay, so we do our job, but we don't fight. Limited liability, like Prophet Jonah, Old Testament, minor prophet, okay. Our job is to preach and teach. Whether the people repent or not, well, it's their business, their freedom, free will. We leave it to them. We did our job and we leave it and we move on. All right. Because we got a lot to write about. It's not our job to persuade people, convince people, change their views. No. Our job, one and only job, is to express it. Whether people accept it or not, it's up to them. It's up to God. It's up to the people, right? If these theories in physics, psychology, metaphysics, philosophy, economics, if these ideas are worthwhile, they will survive. Selection, natural selection, survival of the fittest, of ideas and concepts and ideologies, right? We just let them be. We put it out there, publish it, put it on the online databases, right? and to see what happens. Why? Because we are creative individuals, right? Yeah, we are laid back, we're relaxed, right? People they accept it or not, well, we leave it to them. We respect their freedom. We move on. We just put it out there. That's it. We leave it to God. We leave it to people. Huh? Yeah, that's it. Well, we'll take 5 minutes, okay? We didn't know before this. Okay, let me take a picture of this, okay? Oh, I gotta grab my cell phone. Do I have my cell phone with me? Oh, no, I don't. We'll take 5 minutes and take a picture of this and put this behind us, okay? Yeah, I think I'm ready to arrive tomorrow, okay? God, thank you. Yeah, He gave this to us. All right, so. All right, we'll take 5 minutes. Yeah, better? Okay. Let me refill my vodka too. All right, so. Okay, we did enough mathematics and economics, so let's put this behind us and we'll talk about history, okay? Yeah, Western European history. Very interesting. Yeah, we'll talk about that, right? What specifically wars, right? Yeah. So, I mean, French Revolution, that's like 1700s, right? Kind of late 1700s, just before Napoleon. Just like early 1800s, okay? That's French Revolution, alright? Which it failed. They have high goals, but they failed. French Revolution was a failure, in my opinion, right? But before that, in 1300s, 1400s, there's this Europe in Europe, war of 100 years between France and England, right? Very interesting history. So, uh, Normans in France back in like 1000 years or something like that, somewhere around there. Okay, there's this guy from France who invaded England, and he became the first monarchy dictator king of England, and he was French. His name, I think it was William the Conqueror, something like that. William the Conqueror. Okay, yeah, he's French. He came to England and he conquered England and became the first king of England. He was not English. He was French. I think his name was William the Conqueror. But because he's French, he's an expatriate, expat in England. He has some lands in France, okay? But decades and centuries later, this William the Conqueror and his family and his descendants anglicized. They became more English. But they still have some lands in France, right? We are talking about war of 100 years between in like 1300s and 1400s, okay? Mid 1300 and mid 1400, war of 100 years. And some smaller wars like War of Roses, right? Like an Italian semiologist, study of symbol, okay? Semiology. Also writer, novelist. Yeah, he wrote this Name of the Rose book, but that later on made into Hollywood and became a movie featuring Sean Connery, 007 guy. Okay, I did watch that movie when I was in South Korea back in 1990s, and I liked it. It was interesting. Okay, it was this medieval era War of Roses. Okay, Catholic priests and some dealing with some apocrypha, unorthodox New Testament. Okay, so yeah. So Catholic Bible contains some apocrypha, non-authentic, non-orthodox Bible parts in Old Testament and New Testament. Yeah, I did read some of them. Okay, Catholic Bible. King James version, that's like Protestant, smaller in volume. Okay, but I did some. I read some apocrypha. Okay, Old Testament, New Testament. Okay. Yeah, Da Vinci Code and some X-File episode. Yeah, it's based on, I think, the Mr. Signore Umberto Eco, Italian semiologist. He did have, I did read some news article when I was in South Korea. when I was like in my high school, I think, 1990s. Yeah, some Korean, South Korean journalist had interviewed with him, took his pictures and put in the newspaper. Okay, I remember reading it. Okay, so I didn't like him very much back then. Okay, why? He's kind of like this very like, well, he's very rotund guy, obese, right? And he got this attitude like he knows everything. So I didn't like him. He's kind of, I had the impression that he's kind of arrogant kind of guy. Okay, so whatever. But yeah, he wrote this novel, Name of the Roses, whatever. Okay, so got into Hollywood movie, featuring Sean Connery, 007 guy. I did enjoy watching that movie. Okay, so I guess it was about War of Roses. Okay, back in Europe, like 1300s, 1400s. Okay, so how about John d'Arc? Yeah, Joan. I mean Joanne. Joan, female of Arc. John d'Arc, French. Yeah, she's the one who finished this War of 100 Years. Okay, because interesting history between England and France. Okay, some French guys back in 1000 AD went to England and invaded and conquered and became the very first king of England. There was a French guy. I think it was like William the Conqueror. I think that was the name. Okay, and then after several decades, I mean, and several centuries, they became more English than French. The descendants of, I think it was William the Conqueror. Let me look it up. Let me go to my cell phone. I'll take this picture of this whiteboard and stuff. First, let me take picture of these whiteboards, okay? So, okay. Well, let me take some selfies too. Okay. Maybe I put it on Instagram or something. I don't know. I think it was, yeah, I mean, German pronunciation is like Wilhelm, right? William, I think it was William the Conqueror, monarch of England, right? Yeah. Yeah, he came from France. So what year was that invasion? Let's go to Wikipedia, okay? So yeah, it's about 1066. So it's like 1000 AD, okay, roughly, all right. So yeah, he came from France. He's an expatriate. He invaded and conquered England and became the very first king, monarchy, emperor, whatever of England. Okay, not emperor. Well, maybe emperor imperialism is about multi-continental, multi countries, many different countries. But yeah, this William the Conqueror, he was like the very first king of England, and he's not English, he's French, right? And so he was some nobility, I guess, from France. So he had got some lands in France, right? But he and his family live in England as an expatriate. But he got some real estate holding in France, all right? Like vessel, whatever. So after he died, his descendants inherited these lands in England, and lands in France because he's from France, but his descendants are in England, right? Oops. After several centuries, so William the Conqueror, he was in like 1066 AD when he invaded England and became the king there as a foreigner, right? But he got some holdings, real estate possession in France. Okay, so his descendants in England still have had this real estate interest, possession, land right in France. But after centuries and centuries, people in France they were like, hmm, no, you are not French, you are English. You became anglicized. Okay, France is our land. Okay, we want to take our land back. We don't want you anglicized ancient French people, the descendants of William the Conqueror, still take possession of this French land. We want to take it back. Okay, that's the beginning of the War of 100 Years between 1300 and 1400. 300 later than William the Conqueror, who left France and migrated to England. Okay, yeah, some dilution. Okay, yeah, they anglicized, maybe intermarriage, but they're all white people mostly, right? Whatever. So yeah, these French people who want to take back this French land from descendants of William the Conqueror 300 years before, like 1000 AD. Okay, after 300 later, 1300 AD, French people they wanted to take this land back. That's the beginning of War of 100 Years between England and France. It's about land. Who take possession of this land in France that is possessed by England by the descendants of William the Conqueror, who is originally French, but who left France, came to England, and became the very first king in England. But their descendants, they are no French. Possibly they don't even speak French. They became anglicized, became English. Most likely, yeah, they just speak English, not French. Okay. So. Yeah, so French people, Français, yeah, they wanted to take back this land possessed by people, descendants of William the Conqueror, who became very much English. Plus, very little trace of French ancestry after 300 years. So they wanted to take this French land back from England people. That's the beginning of this War of 100 Years. It was a very big chunk of lands in France, perhaps 50% of France. Okay. And later on, Joan of Arc, John d'Arc, okay, female, she was like 18, 19 years old, right? She became the general of French army and drove out all these English people from France, okay? Miracle, right? There was no feminism back then, okay? She was female, she was like 18, 19 years old, teenager, but she led the army, French army, and she won, okay? Yeah, this history of France. Very interesting. Okay. Just like this kind and generous lady in her 50s, 40s, right? I met that lady when I was in my 20s. Okay. Yeah, we when I was went to France for the first time when I was like 21. Just backpack trip. Okay. Yeah, we chatted and she recommended me to study French history, right? Because she said it's very interesting story. Like she said, like l'histoire française, c'est très intéressant. Something. Yeah, the history of France is very interesting. Okay. Yeah, I remember they were like 20 years ago when I was like 21, 22, something. Yeah, I was like mixed language, right? She speaks some English. Well, I spoke some English. I spoke some French, and she speak French because she's French. Okay, she's like in her 40s or 50s, something like that. Okay, so, yeah, we I guess we kind of met in a restaurant. Okay, I mean just chatting, conversation. Okay, 20 years later, yeah, I am studying history of France. France, right? And she was right. Yeah, history of France, very interesting. Right? Yeah, I'm sure history of any other countries are very interesting. Right? Yeah, I mean history of Korea are very interesting too. There's some Hansel and Gretel equivalent Korean story. Okay, famine, starvation in Korea, like 500 years ago. Some Hansel and Gretel German fable, Grimm's fairy tale. Okay, there's some exact equivalent counterpart in Korea. Okay, like 500 years ago, so like 1500. Okay, Grimm's fairy tale is based on 1300 AD, written in 1800 AD. Right, in Korea, yeah, there was famine, Asia, Far East Asia, Korea. Okay, there was famine, starvation. Right, and there's some equivalent counterpart story of that. Okay, we take 5 minutes break. Okay, and I'll tell you because I know this story. Okay, I lived in South Korea for nearly 2 decades. I learned a lot there. Okay, so okay, Korean version of Hansel and Gretel. Okay, probably in 1500s. I don't know. I don't know what you. Yeah, there was famine in Asia too, and yeah, there are some Grimm's tale counterpart in Asia, China, Korea, Japan. Okay, I'll tell you after 5 minutes. Okay. It's very interesting similarity and contrast. Right. We'll take 5 minutes, right? I'll tell you. Story time. Okay, we are back. Yeah, some story time, right? Yeah. So all these wars. Yeah, maybe back in the war of 100 years, the longest war ever. Okay, between England and France. Maybe it was worthwhile to fight for because half of France occupied by England. All right. So they want to take this land back. Okay. Jeanne d'Arc. All right. Very miraculous. Right. Nowadays, the saint, top 10 saint of France. Okay. Maybe it was worthwhile to fight. All right. Later on, fast forward like 1900s, 1950, post World War II. Yeah. Indochina occupied by France. Some Asians in Indochina, okay, Southeast Asia, okay, yeah, they wanted their independence and they fought and it worked. Okay, before that, yeah, Algeria, okay, Algeria, North Africa, okay, yeah, they wanted independence from France, French Empire, right, and they got it. Okay, so maybe some wars are worthwhile to fight for. Okay, we can appreciate that. Okay, it. What I'm saying is, I'm not one of them. Okay, I'm a peacemaker. I want to be in peace. But those people want to fight. They have their functionality. Okay, God created all these different kinds of people. All right, but the people who survive is the centrists, people in the middle, far left, far right. They fight each other and they kill each other. Okay, they don't survive. All right, to the next generation. Okay, if you want to survive, you want to be in happy middle, the middle of the road, the golden middle. Aristotle, King Solomon, they all talked about this. Okay, yeah. But people who love to fight, they have their purpose, and we appreciate their passion, their functionality. Okay, God created all these different kinds of people. People in the middle, people far left, far right. Okay, but far left, far right, they tend to fight and kill each other, and they don't get to survive. Okay, if you want to survive, you want to be on the center, in the middle. Okay? You compromise a little, left and right. Okay, be in the middle. Okay, because that's historical lesson. That's not the history. All right, if you want to survive, if you want to fight, we appreciate you. Far left, far right. Okay, but yeah, we appreciate their effort, their passion. They have some functionality, God's purpose. Okay, we need them to bring up some change, positive changes, independence of this Indochina. But we have India, peaceful demonstration, Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, you can achieve independence peacefully. That's what we advocate for in humanology. This brand of humanology. Okay, yeah, just be patient. Okay, let it play out. Okay, all these harmful, bad ideologies, catopiercism, sugar fetism, marijuanaism, LGBTism. Okay, yeah, it has no merit in there. Okay, but after a while, people wise up, not dumb down. Okay, yeah, nowadays people are kind of dumb, right? But part of their children, grandchildren will wise up. Why? Because all those bad ideologies, they are mainstream now just because they are new. In time, this novelty of being new, newness, it wear out. And those bad ideologies, they are new, but they don't have any substance. So after time, it's just a matter of time, they will start to go down. Okay. What we gotta do is to wait and bide our time. Spend our time studying history and stuff. Foreign languages, mathematics, science. Okay. French Revolution in late 1700s. Why did it fail? Because they used violence, and nobody want violence. They have high ideal like universal suffrage, voting rights. Okay, they were too ahead of their time, and they were impatient to make these big changes too quickly. That's why they failed. They were too impatient. And also, they used violence to bring up this quick change by French Revolution. And it failed. Right? It did not work. Quick change by violence, by terror, all right, execution. It didn't quite work. Right? What works is peace. Let people take time, okay? Yeah, bad ideologies, we'll tolerate it, okay? Yeah, no violence. If this good ideology is really good, then it will survive. We have faith in God, we have faith in people, okay? So, yeah, let them take time to learn from their experiences, trial and error, right? We'll be patient, right? Okay, that's all I have to say for tonight, right? Okay, have a nice weekend. Happy Friday. Be safe. Be peaceful, please. Thank you. Sorry about my bad hair day. Thank you. Bye.